look at a business that keeps seniors in their home on the next Mike on Main Street. Hi, I'm State Representative Mike Coffey here at SYNERGY HomeCare of Central Illinois. I'm here today with Taylor Stevens. Taylor, great to see you again. Tell us a little bit about SYNERGY HomeCare.
Yeah, so here at SYNERGY HomeCare, what we do is we hire caregivers to go on the homes, wherever that may be, and help people stay safe, in place, and independent.
All right, well, let's take a look around. We'll go in here and talk and learn a little bit more about it. All right, Taylor, so, SYNERGY HomeCare, just tell me, where are they located?
Yeah, so we have 4 locations. We have Bloomington, Champaign, Decatur, and here in Springfield. So we have a really good footprint over Central Illinois.
Okay, and so is it a franchise? Is it a national franchise, or is it locally owned?
Correct. So SYNERGY HomeCare is a franchise, but each one is locally and independently owned. So there's SYNERGY franchises across the nation. About 400.
So what is your title, and what exactly do you do here for SYNERGY?
Sure. So I'm a Regional Community Liaison. So my job is to get out and educate and let people know exactly what we do, how we can help, and how we can be that resource.
Well, that's great. Well, how does somebody, all right, so I met you at the Capitol, right? You were working down at the Capitol. How do you go from the Capitol and getting into, home health?
Yeah, two very different fields, but there was a lobbyist that came up to me and she was like, there's this new company that's coming, and based off of what I've seen, I think you'd be a great fit. So I had lunch with what became my supervisor, and when she was talking about the different things that I would be doing, it really felt like a full circle moment for me, because when I was young, I grew up in Divernon. I would ride my bike around and I would go hang out with seniors, and it was fun. So it just really felt like a full circle. So I jumped ship and I haven't looked back since.
Well, that's great. So kind of explain to me a little bit about, how does, when do you know that you need, SYNERGY HomeCare? I've got aging parents, I've got a aging mother-in-law and all that stuff. I mean, just kind of give us a rundown of the services you provide. How would somebody, when's it time to call SYNERGY?
Sure. So one of the beautiful things about SYNERGY is we serve all ages, and we build customized plan of cares for anybody, which is wonderful. And you should call when you notice a change. So when you start to notice something, it's time to make that phone call. And you can call us 24/7 on a weekend, after hours, whatever that looks like for you, best timing. And what we do is we hire caregivers to go in the homes, wherever that may be, and help people of all ages remain independent and safe in their home. So whether that's their home, a child's home, an assisted living, a nursing home, wherever it is, we can send our caregivers in. And some of the services we do is companionship, which we saw a highlight of that and how important it is during that COVID era. Housekeeping, laundry, dishes, grocery shopping, bathing, any kind of hands-on care, and transportation of any kind. So it can be a doctor's appointment, it can go to a grandkid's baseball game. If you just want to go on a Sunday drive, let's go. We want to see normalcy for you, but we want to see it done safely.
Yeah, well, that's incredible, because I had no idea that. I thought it was somebody who just came to your house and you have this. So you don't have to have full-time care.
Nope.
So if you just wanted somebody for 2 hours on Fridays, you can get that.
Correct. This is just as much for the client as it is for the family. So a lot of people come to us and they are distraught. They're tired. They need a break. So this is just as much that respite care for the family to let them go, either be a loved one or go be a mom again or whatever that looks like, and let us take care. Let us be the caregiver and give you the peace of mind and rest that you need.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. So what's kind of the process for, selecting caregivers? I mean, how do you go about that? How many different caregivers do you have? And so let's say I want a particular caregiver, do you get to select your caregiver, or is it automatic?
Sure. So when we're looking for caregivers, ultimately what we're looking for is that good, passionate heart. There's absolutely a difference when you get a caregiver in a home that's excited about that paycheck on Friday versus a caregiver who sees it's beautiful outside. I think that Sally would enjoy a walk. So we really look for those that care about this industry, and then we go from there. In our Springfield office, there's probably about 80 caregivers, but across our different locations, that varies depending on how many clients we do have.
Okay. So in this Springfield office, so do you just come in here and you get signed up? Do you get to meet the caregiver in advance? How does that work?
The client, so When we send our client care manager, Kelsey, into the home, she does the assessment, which is completely free, no obligation. It's just a conversation to talk about what does normalcy look like for you? Where is your trouble points and how can we help? She does what we call kind of a personality match while she's there. She sees who this person is. What did they do? What are the things they enjoy, their hobbies, etc. And then she'll come back to the office and talk with the girls about, this is what this client looks like. Who do you think would be a good fit? So we don't just throw random people out. We try to make sure it's a good match, and then we build a team based off of that. So we really try to build consistent teams of caregivers, and that team varies depending on the amount of hours that somebody has, how many days a week they have, and so forth.
So do you have to have a long-term care disability policy to be able to qualify to get this, or what's kind of the pricing structure for these services?
So home care is private pay. We do accept long-term care, workers' comp, and we're credentialed with the VA, which is amazing because we get to serve a lot of veterans. And that's one of our big focuses too, is educating the veterans to let them know that this is a possibility for them to get services paid for, and they qualify for that as well.
Oh, that's tremendous. I know, going through this a little bit myself and all the stuff that my wife goes through, I know how difficult it is, especially if you really don't have a lot of family support. This is, Synergy and places like it are really, a godsend. So I appreciate all the good work you're doing. It's great. It's a fantastic operation, getting to meet everybody. So thank you for inviting us here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no, it's great. And it's really great what you do. And you can tell just by the way you act, the passion you've got for it. And like you said, that's the most important thing, because when you're dealing with people's loved ones, you want somebody that cares. You don't want somebody that just wants a paycheck. Yes. And that was probably the best thing you said. We get people that care, they care about the person, not the paycheck. So
truly,
yeah, that's phenomenal. So thank you very much.
Also, thank you.
Appreciate you inviting us out today.